a certainty. Great play by the Magpies. Here's the pass from Brazil. How good was that? That was the play of the day so far. Margin back to 2 at three-quarter time. And importantly for the Magpies, they get their second bonus point. They might be down, but they've got 2 bonus points. It's anyone's game here at Priceline Stadium.
All about reassurance, holding her place, knowing what her role is in finishing for Magpies.
She's got a huge role to play in this final term. Let's go courtside with Jack Paquetta.
Thunderbirds coach Tanya Obbs spent a bit of time with Chelsea Pittman, reiterating her message from half-time that she wants more composure in that front end. Just kept on saying 2-second release, 2-second release.
Fantastic stuff. Thanks for that, Jack. And here is Nelson straight into the action. Margin back to 1.
And I think today's game is brought to you by the letter C for composure. That's been the message in the back end of this game, or for much of the game, from both coaches. The Pies managed it better in that third quarter. They've improved their conversion of possession to 50% from a much lower stat reading. And they've upped the pressure in the middle with the change of Ash Brazil. But the crunch is on and they still aren't on the leaderboard.
Great pass there from Ryan to Falau. And the Constellation Cup, of course, is coming up. Tickets on sale 15th of August, tickettech.com.au. So a lot to look forward to there. And there is Shamira Sterling again. Not able to affect the turnover, but just maintaining that pressure. Brown just to feed into the circle, does so. Nelson just a bit short on that one, and a defensive rebound from Sterling. Nice pass there to Altman. Sterling again, waiting for Van der Merwe. Pass.
Strong take by Pittman.
Just okay there. Good hands, wasn't it, from Pittman?
And this is where they need to be composed and let the ball do the work, not force it, not rush. There's the reset to the backline to Van der Merwe. Oh, and testing Emma Wright.
They've got to get another opportunity. So it is outside. You heard the call there from the umpire. And Wright allowing Falau to take this one. And we know she's deadly from long range, but good from short too. Here is the pass from Pittman. Just held onto it there, did Wright. And a much more comfortable 3-goal advantage now for the home team. Falau looking to come all the way out. Nicely done there, Pittman to Falau.
And there's a problem for the Magpies. They double up on Wright, but it exposes Falau and she'll punish you.
So Falau becoming more involved. She's 11 from 15 today. Here is Bragg. Heading out to Medhurst. Working up the court. The call there going against Altman. So Medhurst. A little bit closer now. And she puts it in.
Medhurst sitting on 6 from 9 at 67%. So she's doing the workload out front and going to post.
Shimon to Van der Merwe. Now Pittman. 2 wings involved. Now Falau to Ride, who's a bit far away. Mentor read that like a book. Brilliant.
So smart from Jiva Mentor. She knew Ride wouldn't shoot from there, so she was all on the intercept. So that's great leadership.
And you can see the top 5 intercept players. It's a racing 2, really. Mentor and Sterling. They've been phenomenal again today. Have a look at this. The anticipation was superb. Jiva Mentor, it's a captain's game. See the reason why the penalty has been awarded. The footwork there as the T-Birds go forward. It's been that kind of a game, hasn't it? Scrappy at times, but full of intensity.
And kept the crowd relatively quiet because their hearts are in their mouths every time the ball is given, particularly the decision-making from Falau. Will I offload it? Will I shoot? You know, what would punish the Magpies at the moment is that Falau did less feeding to Ride and just went to post. It's what she does best, go to post.
And have a look at that, the take from Pittman, then the pass. The flick around the body and Ride finishes.
And
a look at this. She had a couple to beat. The meat in the sandwich, then flicked it back in. Wonderful work, Chelsea Pittman. And they lead this final term. You can see the Magpies have claimed 2 bonus points despite trailing for most of this match. One each of the second and third quarters by just the 1 goal. And the margin at the moment stands at 3. The T-Birds lead this final quarter by the 1 goal. 4 points, of course, for the winner of the match. 2 points apiece if it's a draw. Pittman for Lau, ride. She doesn't want to shoot from that far out, so dishes off.
Oh, she's open at the front. They missed it. They find her now, but use of post got to be called. Either out of court or use of post.
She was open the first time, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was open at post side.
Now the Magpies go on transition. They want to move it quickly here. Medhurst out to Brazel, back inboard Nelson. Strong hands. And again, we're back to a 2-goal game. Brazel, he's back into centre now. Manley getting involved. Medhurst, nice pass. Out to Brown, to Nelson. Thought it might have struggled to get there, but it did. And we heard the instructions at 3/4 time. Will come to you. Stay closer to the post.
Absolutely, and Sterling backed herself and decided her elevation from front position would be enough, but it was a beautiful ball from Kelsey Brown.
And now at the other end, a lovely ball to ride. And you can see the T-Birds have led for almost the entire match. Margin has hovered from anywhere between 1 and 6, pretty much from the opening couple of minutes again. Lovely feed into Nelson.
They're in set up by Nat Medhurst. Beautiful inside ball to put Brown feeding position, top of circle. So they're starting to thread it at the right time, the Magpies. But can the Thunderbirds hang on?
So it's been a defensive game, a lot of mistakes, but held ball now, and then we've had a flurry of goals, but now a turnover. Great defensive pressure again. See, you're only allowed to hold the ball for those 3 seconds. And Pittman was waiting, but too long in the end. We haven't seen too much of that today. Crowd crying out for defensive pressure. The Magpies using the full width here.
Well, there was the defensive pressure from Sterling. She forced another ball. Shimmer needed to go out hunting.
Medhurst. Nice pass into Nelson. This to tie things up. And just a reminder, Telstra mobile customers stream games free in the Netball Live official app. Download the app and follow the prompts. Magpies, can you believe it? Haven't been in front since the first quarter, and now midway through the last, they are on the precipice of doing just that. Brazel, ball not great. Here's Sterling. She's out of court. They need to get it in there quickly, the Magpies. And Nelson passes off to Medhurst, who puts the Magpies in front.
Well, how important are the words to Shimona Nelson in that break to stay composed, hold your position, because it's working a treat for the Magpies in attack.
And there is the score worm. Have a look. The Magpies just poking their noses in front. Haven't done it since the opening minutes of the first quarter.
Great hands from Emma Wright, and if they needed it, they needed it then. Thunderbirds reply. And I've got to say, Tanya Obbs, how delighted would she be? They were smashed by 18 goals when they last met round 4. Look at this scoreline, locked up at 41 apiece.
Looks like we might have an elastoplast injury timeout. Every game, every injury timeout. And it looks like a positional change. In fact, Shimon is off.
I was just thinking moments ago, her head dropped on the last penalty. She was starting to get pinged for work on the body, so making her ineffective. They've moved Van der Miver across to goal defence, brought on Nankerville at wing defence. She's tough, reads the game well. Fresh legs, not a bad idea.
And we can see immediately into the action on Brown. Physicality on full display. So positional change. Van der Merwe into goal defence from wing defence. Here's Brown, just shoving almost Altman away. They feed into Nelson, who has been really strong in this final quarter.
Really strong, really patient, holding beautifully, going to post.
We've got a thriller here at Priceline. Just under 6 minutes remaining. It is a one-goal game.
Let's look at the bodywork. Jiva Mentor trying to ride, excuse the expression, Emma ride high. Ride just realised she had to roll off and take back space. She's got to reposition.
And we know she's clutch Maria Falau. 42 apiece. What a game. Here is Brown again. Nice pass over the top. Just worked into space there, Brown. Quick hands. Lovely. Medhurst. Close in. She won't miss from there. And look at this final term. They lead at 11 goals to 8. T-Birds out by 4 at quarter time, but they've slowly worked their way back, and now a turnover. It's a T-Birds ball. Big clash of bodies there between Brown and the fresh player on the court, Nankiville.
Holding call, so it promotes the ball further forward for the Thunderbirds. Marie Falau must shoot. Now she must go to post. What she's going for, and she does it so beautifully.
Here's that collision. It was a T-Birds ball in the end. She tried to get it off her opponent. Might have had a claim.
Couldn't tell because they're into the signage blocking the sideline. But I agree, she got front position, and I love the defensive intent that's coming from the Magpies midcourt now.
It was a close call right there. Almost a turnover. A block coming there from Falau, who's right into this game. She missed last week through illness. She's been good today. Here is Brown. She'll keep working. She's up for the fight. As is Brazel. She tries to feed into Nelson. We know Sterling will keep trying to wear her like a glove. Good to see the smile. There's high tension out there. Medhurst now. Ball coming back out to Brown.
Van der Merwe just needs to make sure she gets out of that body-on-body contest. She needs to be in the contest but not out of play. These easy access penalties at this stage of the game is not what they want from her.
And that one-goal advantage is restored for the Magpies.
Oh, Emma Ryde out of the circle, wanting ball. Falau's got to drive circle.
Now she gets closer to the post. Ryde. Falau.
You see Ryde trying to body up and get position on the defenders. So she's playing a smart game to give her a close-range shot.
And again, draws the game level. And a timeout has been called, an HCF timeout. Just over 3 minutes remaining, 44 apiece. What a finish we've got coming here at Priceline Stadium.
Stayed in it. We've built pressure and it's been good. Done some good stuff there. Build it.
You're not far off getting it. Let's go.
You okay?
Last couple of minutes, girls. First one.
Building this.
Like Rob said, it's all about the one. Keep it in play. Making sure we're not just shadowy, we're having a tap with that ball. Keep control in attack. Let's go. Pass on 3. 1, 2, 3. Pass! Same again.
Well, it hasn't always been pretty, but they've been plucky, determined, and they find themselves back all square, the Magpies. They've trailed for almost all of this match, but have got their noses in front at times in this final quarter. And it is anybody's contest right now. Jack McKenna was listening into the Adelaide Thunderbirds huddle just now. Jack, what was the message?
Well, the Thunderbirds have made the change in the defensive end. Chelsea Blackman has come on at goal defence for just her second run of the season. It's a big vote of confidence in the young training partner.
How's that?
Massive.
Out of the frying pan into the fire.
Massive opportunity, but massive pressure. But a young talent, come through the 19s well, strong player. Testing though.
That one just had enough there from Medhurst to give them back the lead. 2.5 minutes remaining. Ball dangerous, and there's the turnover.
And there's the thing that's made the game. The change of Rob Ryde of moving Ash Brazel into centre. The defensive pressure that she's brought higher down the court has swung this game.
That could be the decisive play. T-Birds have to hold up strong here. Can't afford to concede. Next centre pass is going to the Magpies. Medhurst has been enormous in this second half.
She's built and she's come on and she's finishing it for them beautifully. There's Ash Brazel around the body, arguably in the hands of Altman, but she came through with conviction. And that's what Rob Wright asked. He said, I don't want you out of play, but I want you in there contesting. It's another turnover.
Held ball there, so there is still life here for the home team. They've got to be clean and they've got to be good. Can't afford any more mistakes. Falau working from Pittman over to Ride. Great hands under the post. They're back within one. There's still time. There's still hope. They've got the centre pass. Here they go. Falau working a long way up court. There is still time. They just can't afford to make mistakes. Ride is a long way out. She doesn't want to shoot from there.
Crowd wants her to shoot.
Falau, she can go from this distance. She doesn't want to shoot from there. Over to Ride. Pressure on this shot. She nails it. It's all square again. 60 seconds left, Annie. Anybody's game. How are the nerves?
I can't even speak. I'm going to let you have it. This is amazing. What theatre Suncorp Super Netball just keeps delivering. Who wants this one?
Do they just try and milk the clock and take one final shot inside the final 5-10 seconds? They go up. Big ball there to be won. Brazel again, brilliant. Medhurst working outside of the circle. Whistle blown. Brown feeds Medhurst to put them back in front. And a
Jackson!
She thought she did it legally. The umpire said no.
Well, no time for debate because that will use up the clock and the Thunderbirds need it after this conversion.
She's missed. Thunderbirds can go the length of the court. They've got 8 seconds. They've got to go. Here they go. Pittman, long ball to Ride. She misses it. It'll be a draw. What drama. The second of the season for the Thunderbirds. What a thrilling finish. Incredible stuff. The Magpies with the bonus point. The match finishes in an incredible draw here at Priceline Stadium. So the Magpies won the final 3 quarters. That won 14 goals to 12. They had the opportunity to go in front late, missed it, and then with time ticking, the T-Birds went the Hail Mary, Pittman, but not to me. There's Israel Falau. He looks fairly cool and calm about it. His wife played a very good game tonight. But
He'd be the only person in the stadium cool and calm.
We're still trying to shake ourselves off, aren't we?
That was an amazing finish. Not what the Magpies wanted, but better than how it might have been. And for the Thunderbirds, 18-goal loss when they met in round 4. What a transformation. What fight back.